I don't know why these guys go someplace else to hunt when you've got deer that look like this right across the street from our house. Here's another fine example of why we go up to the cabin to hunt. I'll never know.
Don't remember shooting this deer, but I do remember that I was told if you hang it in the garage, don't get near that Buick.
1998. Here we have two deer in the tree, shot back in 1993. Not sure which one belonged to which. I guess it doesn't matter now.
Shot this deer in 1995. Tim had been out partying just a little bit too much the night before, so I had to bring it back home to show him.
Yeah, this is a rather long story, and we only have 4 minutes for each picture, so I guess if you want to know the details, you're going to have to ask Tim.
In 1994 we shot this deer. It was so heavy it took two of us to pick him up.
Yeah, but who shot the deer?
Oh gee, I don't remember.
I'm sure Tim will.
Shot this deer in 1992. He's hanging by the freezer in the garage. This time we took the Buick out before we brought the deer in. He was following her through the woods. I shot her first and him second. Kiefer Funk used to be a great place to go hunting. Too bad it's all over now.
I did this little arrangement side by side for future reference. $1993. Man, there's no wonder we got so much deer in the freezer. At least a deer a year, if not more.
He had no gray hair back there in 93, or at least not much.
$19.99. Another buck.
And a few more gray hairs.
Man, I don't know who looks funnier in this one. This is 1992. And it doesn't look a lot like him, but I believe that would be Tim on the right. And I think this would be Steve over here on the left. And I guess that's a couple of deer in the middle. Whew. 1992 again, just showing off the wreck.
Not really that much to show off.
Got the deer, 92, hanging in the tree. Patio looks a little bit different these days than it did right there.
But I've still got all the same clothes.
You can almost tell what year it is just looking at the color of Steve's beard. This is 1999. This is the one that Steve got the morning in 1995 that Tim was a little too under the weather to go out hunting. And it looks like it wasn't too long after he had just had that nose job done down at Hopkins. Now, I swear it sure looks like he's got one hand on the Buick to me. This was 1994 and that car was still relatively new.
Who is that standing next to Tim?
I don't know.
Can't be the narrator of all these pictures, can it? Built a stand for Tim on top of the pole barn. Everybody thought it was a stupid idea. The result is laying there in front of you, the only buck that got shot that year.
1992?
No,
No. When
much
was
later. You'd have to look.
it? You're right. It's not 92. 1997. This was taken in 1994, and I guess it was a long time ago because you haven't been able to get a truck in our backyard for about the past 8 years. A little better shot of those little spikes that he had, though.
He has more than spikes.
Oh, did he? I don't know if it'll...
First one with a bow, and yes, he is holding that deer up with one hand.
And that was just in 2004, October.
Right.
And he'd never shot one with the bow before. I think that's the one that we went ahead and smoked.
Yep.
And here's Tim and the shot that he got with his brand new muzzle loader. And he shot that on Dad's birthday on October 22nd. It was a pretty good day until he decided to come back and get the four-wheeler to pick up the deer and left me sitting over in the woods with a dead deer, a pile of guts, a walkie-talkie, a camera,
And no weapon.
and no weapon. But it didn't take him long to realize I was pretty vulnerable, and back he came. Now, ain't that a pretty sight? Hanging from the pergola up there at the cabin.
And Tim's favorite saying is always, let 'em go and watch 'em grow. This poor guy ain't growing anymore.
Okay, now we just need to add a little of this and a little of that. Tim will do this part. Steve, you get the smoker going. Soak the wood. And we'll have a feast. Good. Hanging out in the living room after all the hunting's said and done. They do pretty much look like two happy hunters, warm by the fire and dreaming of the next big buck. Good luck.